Welcome everybody to this week's episode of LNL, Love and Learning. I'm here with my beautiful co-host, Diamando Tacos, and I'm Melissa Killowee. You know that because you're here. Anyways, last week we were chatting about this transition in our journey from being in a place where we're really like getting good with our own thoughts and feelings, that intrapersonal space, and starting to move out and about in the world, and sometimes looking for guidance through the things around us, from the gentle nudges from the universe to mentors and friends. And what we wanted to share with you this week, because last week we talked about living our lives with a wide open heart, and then trying to identify who those people are that we really allow to see us in that fullness of who we are. And now that we've kind of got that little bit of grounding, we're going to go dance around on the other end of the spectrum in this place where I'm going to ask you, like, what are some of the dark places in your life that hold you back from doing that very thing? What are some of the things that creep up or pop up, or themes in your life that perhaps contribute to things like stagnation and procrastination and not living your life as fully and boldly as you possibly could? And as those things surface, begin to ask yourself, like, what is the opportunity here to course correct, right? Like, what are the opportunities for forgiveness, whether it's of yourself or others? What are the opportunities for you to perhaps, apologize or right something that went awry with somebody else? What are the opportunities for you to lean into the friction and the frustration and the pain and find that beautiful place of growth, right? Because we know that no growth comes from that calm, quiet, stale energy, right? It comes from that friction. It comes from that place of movement and heat and frustration. And so as these things arise for you, really begin to pay attention to any patterns in your life. Like, perhaps the pattern is about, playing small when you have so much more to give, or it's about perceived limitations, right? Perhaps where you feel like a ceiling is over you and you're kind of bumping up against it. And what is that opportunity offering you, right? What is that opportunity offering you? Because life is not happening to us, it's happening for us. And on that note, I think Diamando is going to pull a little bit of guidance for us from one of her favorite new decks.
I am. And okay, so
oh my gosh, and when I lean on this couch, it sounds like perhaps I have a little bit of flatulence. I don't.
She does.
Sorry.
Well, she might, but we're not telling you. So if you know me, you know that my movie that I watch when I'm feeling sick is The Nightmare Before Christmas. It's my the character that I connect with most in all of cinema is Sally from The Nightmare Before Christmas, because she is sewn together and seemingly not quite human, and is in this controlled environment, but truly she is the magic behind everything that happens. So if I could play one character on the stage, it would be Sally from The Night Before Christmas. So a friend of mine got me this tarot deck.
Be careful, because you never know who's listening and what offers will come your way.
Yeah, and I hope that offer does come my way. So if you're listening, I am here. So I have loved tarot for 25 years, and I know so little about it other than I believe that when I'm meant to receive a message, that I will receive that message, right? So I have.
And isn't that the beauty of it, right? It's like some people out there get really freaked out and think like, oh, that's so woo-woo. But the reality is it's no different than any tool that's out there that helps you to wrap your mind and your heart around what's going on in life.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, exactly. So what I'm just pulling this, not because I'm an expert, but because I'm not an expert and anyone can do this. And it is just about, we've done all this work the last few months about getting in tune with ourselves, right? So this, I trust that I can do this even without knowing anything about it. So the message that is connected to this right now, and also this deck is like purple and black, which is, purple is my thing and I love it. So everything about this feels right.
and purple is all about, connecting in with your intuition.
Yeah, this says 8 strength, and it is a picture of one of the bad characters, not bad, one of the people in Halloween Town, and he's got an axe through his head. And that seems very telling to me because we're about to crack open all of the ideas and the feelings. And this goes back to Greek mythology and, all of the gods being born out of Kronos's head and time and all of the stuff. So that feels very appropriate.
Now you're speaking my language. You want to talk mythology?
Yeah, it feels right for what we're doing. So as I do this and I find the page, what I also want to do is simultaneously give you this week's writing prompt. So as we are talking about these dark places, and we are moving into a place where we found the 5 people who make us feel comfortable, I encourage us all to reach out to those same 5 people and ask them, when is one time that you've let them down? And this is maybe a way for you to see if there are patterns, see if there are things that you have already shifted within yourself, and see if there's more opportunity to grow from that. But they're people who love you, and you proved that to yourself already, right? So anything that they come back to you with is going to be from a place of love, which makes it safer. And sometimes the person that you need to ask that question to most is yourself. So if you need to go in a little bit more this week, then you certainly have the permission to do that. And allow yourself to know when you've let yourself down, and hopefully let that be an opportunity for you not to do that again. Because we all have those opportunities.
Yeah, and chances are it will happen again. However, it also gives us the opportunity to witness how we respond to things like disappointment, right? I know that it's the kind of emotion that brings up a lot of stuff for most people. And when we can look at that and see the things that creep in, the way that feeling begins to rise, the way our actions begin to shift when that feeling is present, that will clue us in to when those moments are happening in real time.
Yeah. And I found our card, and it could not be more appropriate. So, strength. The strength card represents bravery, courage, compassion, and gentle, nurturing leadership. Our incarnation of this card is the behemoth, who is often seen using his great strength to help out around Halloween Town. If you're feeling powerless, remember it's never too late to start over and live the life you envision. Regain control over your destiny by believing in yourself. You're far more powerful than you think. So I think that is a great message for all of us. And we did just crack open our hearts in courage last week. And as we continue that journey, knowing that we have the strength to see it through, that we will get to the other end. We might not know what the other end holds, but we will arrive somewhere. To me, feels comfortable.
I love all the C words because along the journey, it also offers us the opportunity to once again, as I said before, of course, correct. right? That opportunity to course correct. And it makes me think of something I learned with Ryan Tracy's flight plan when I first started dipping my toes in the world of becoming what I consider now to be an intrapreneur, right? Because it's really all about their personal growth journey. But he said that, life is no different than flying a plane, and that quite often, and actually like 90% of the time, we're off course, right? But that it's about the fine-tune adjustments, right, to course correct. And these are the very moments we're asking you to look for in your life, right? What are the things that arise? What are the opportunities for you to be able to look at these moments and set yourself free from them, close that chapter, and then reclaim your place on that path? So that feels good for this week.
It does, yeah. And just a couple other C words, if you'd like to connect with us or collaborate in any other form. Just check the comments for other opportunities to do so. We have opportunities every single week, and we just love being able to chat.
Absolutely.
Not the same sound, but also another C word. So reach out to us. We are here.
And I'll see you next Tuesday. Okay, bye.